Hello and welcome back to my channel and my page, Ripples by Gia. My name is Gia. I support you in expanding your consciousness through your portal, your vessel, your beautiful body, and I do it with the element of water and all of my studied modalities. Today, I'm jumping on this episode here. Whether you're tuning into YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Um, just to kind of give more information, provide more context on the offering of Akashic Records. I get questions on the daily of what is this and how does it work? Well, I'm going to start from my journey a little bit because if I'm being honest with y'all, every time I go online and I look at the description, the definition of Akashic Records, it was good when I started my journey. It gave me like a visual of it. But now that I've been doing Akashic record readings for 2 years for myself and others, I no longer resonate with that definition. So going back, if you've been following my journey from day one, I started in holistic nutrition and then I learned Reiki and then I developed my psychic abilities and then channeling Akashic records, the whole thing, right? It's like I learned all those modalities. However, every single time I learn a modality, like I learned Reiki, right? I went through a psychic development course, learned that I did readings 6 months into practicing it. I'm like, what else is out there? Like, I feel complete with this modality. What else is out there? I've always hit a plateau. And my thirst has never been satisfied through any modality the way it has been with Akashic Records. Because the Akashic Records is the modality that has evolved with me. And I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not saying, Reiki's bad, Reiki's outdated. No. Reiki was a great milestone for me. Developing my Akashic records bought more of my gifts online. Sorry, my psychic gifts. It bought even more of my like truth forward. It helped me work on my shadow side. So they've all been gifts to me, really. And they've all supported me in being who I am and bringing me all the way here. But the Akashic records always evolves. Always. I've been working with it for 2 years. And this is why the generic definition of Akashic records does not resonate. Because if you go onto Google right now and you type in Akashic record readings, Akashic record keepers, and all of that, you'll get something along the lines that it is a library, it is, a hall of your records where the past, present, and future is written. Um, and it was written by you and your soul. It's your soul contract, it's your blueprint before you reincarnated in this lifetime. You'll get definitions along that line. I used to believe that because that was taught to me. I was trained under that definition, but I no longer believe that because every single time I've ended a chapter in my life, I have leaped into a new version, a new era of myself. I've overcome something. The Akashic records continue to collaborate with me and weave the way and give me more freshness and newness of ideas. And recently, last week, when I sat down with my Akashic record keepers and I said, I want to really do justice to this gift I have and the wisdom I have with the Akashic record keepers. How would you like me to describe them? Like, how would you like to be known in the world? And they said, feel us. I'm like, okay. So I spent a day or two feeling, and then it clicked. Then it really clicked. Your Akashic records they're not stored anywhere, actually. Some say they're in the sky, some say they're in the sea, some say the whales are the oracles, which I believe. I believe whales are interdimensional beings that are traveling with our records and knowledge and are keeping ancient codes alive for all humanity and transmuting them through the waters. 100% I believe that. But your personal Akashic records are in your bones. It is inside you. And when they said feel us, that made so much more sense because every single time I've opened my Akashic records or I've opened it up for another individual, like my clients, I have never gone there mentally or emotionally. I've gone there through my body. Like it's a physical feeling. I feel tingliness in my body. Like my body elevates. Like I literally physically go there through my body. Your Akashic wisdom, your soul blueprint, you are carrying it all inside you. And that is why every single time you go into the Akashic Records, it will never fail you because it is collaborating with you and it's writing the story with you in full divine support. It's helping you weave your tapestry, your way in this world that is aligned to your highest truth. Yes, the past is there, 100%, right? But how many of us truly want to relive the past all the time? We don't, right? We want to be in the present and we want to weave the way forward. That's what the Akashic records do. So, yes, we have our timelines running of the past or whatever, time works in a very non-linear way, right? That's happening, of course, right? And that's being stored. That memory is going to be flowing down to your DNA, whatever, but it's being stored in your bones. So the Akashic records are not anywhere else but within you. They're in, like, literally inside your bones. And I've always been saying this, your body will never fail you. Your body knows the truth before your mind does. Because the spirit is always speaking through your body. You hold the wisdom, the codes. Whatever you're looking for on the outside is actually on the inside. And the Akashic record keepers are is you. You're your record keeper. And that is why, and many of my clients know this, before opening your Akashic records, I need your permission. Like I need your consent. I cannot just open it, right? Because if someone were to come and just touch you, you wouldn't appreciate that. You would want consent first. It's the same thing. I cannot access you and your wisdom and your knowledge without your permission. So the Akashic records are always speaking to you through you, always. It is not a big library up in the sky stored and you're trying to get pieces of information and you have to, do this and that. No, it is all within you. It is all within you. And you can open your own Akashic records. And of course, I'm not going to share that here live on a public platform because it's very sacred. And I would not want sacred information in wrong hands. But I'm definitely 100% going to teach the Akashic records in my way. I'm going to introduce my way of bringing forth the Akashic record readings because it is not as complicated as people are making it. It is not outside of you. It is inside of you. It is in your bones. It is flowing through your plasma. It's streaming through you. And you're your Akashic record keeper. Yes, we have guides, we have unseen forces that support us, that collaborate us, that give us a hand 100%, but you're the gatekeeper. You are your own gatekeeper of your frequency, your records, your blueprints, codes, whatever that terminology is now, right? It's all you. And I'm starting to really feel the nudge to teach it, to teach the modality of how to access your records for yourself without the drama, the clean stream without the drama. And also, the Akashic records are, so I'm getting like a message here and I'm not able, I'm very clairvoyant, so I get a lot of images and sometimes I don't get words. So I'll just share what I'm seeing. It may resonate with someone that's tuning into this. I'm just seeing earth. Like I'm seeing land, I'm seeing air, the clouds. It's like they exist in the oneness. That's what it is. Okay. They exist in the oneness. They exist in nature. They exist in our hearts, in humanity, in animals and plants. They are the energy of the oneness that connects to the creator. And we are the extensions of that source, right? Of the creator. So they are like our best friends on this planet, right? That have the tools and resources required to thrive here. And why not learn how to access it? Why not learn this modality to move you through things swiftly, with care, love, gentle, and joy, and everything is within. So that is how I read the Akashic records. If you are my client and you're stepping in for an Akashic record reading, number one, I always keep you sovereign. Um, I give you full permission always to intertween, interfere, whatever it is, to really lead your own session. And I'm simply just facilitating the space and the energy for you to feel safe enough to, whether it is to unlock something, whether it's to look at something very clearly in full clarity, um, or it is to, bend reality and become someone else. I don't know, whatever that is, right? I'm just there for that. But I always remind my client this is your session. Like you are in control, you are in charge. And I'm simply going to be your soundboard and your guide here. And I will help you do this. And I always leave tips and tools with my clients. I never leave them just, oh, here's your Akashic record reading. Take care. Have a great day. No, I teach you how to integrate and move through it with it, right? Because it is a process. It is a process. When you find out truth, sometimes it's not always, sometimes it may be something you don't want to hear, or it just may be overwhelming in a good way, right? So you want to integrate that goodness too. So I support all of that as well. But the Akashic records are you. It's inside your body, it's in your bones. You're born with your blueprint. You're born with your contracts within you. And however you navigate that with your free will is literally your responsibility. And you're accountable for all of that, right? The choices you make, how you want to move, and so forth. And I often find that when individuals want Akashic record readings is because that they're looping or like they're stagnant. They've hit plateau somewhere in their life and they're not able to get to the next part. That's where we have a conversation. We go back and we look at your contracts and your blueprints and how to clear distractions, deceptions and illusions that are going on right now that are taking you away from the divine truth. And the Akashic record reading is like the easiest way and the fastest way to get to the truth of yourself without any kind of distractions, interferences, or whatever that may be, right? But that's what the records are. They're in your bones. They're actually within you and nowhere else. And they will always evolve with you because going back to what I said earlier, when I was practicing Reiki, I loved it, by the way. I loved it. I still go to my like Reiki practitioner once in a while for like a full clearing. But the thing is, how many times can you do the same symbols for the wounds, right? Because they give you sacred symbols to practice, to transmute that energy, right? But what if the wound is not, do you know what I mean? Like I would always kind of hit plateau. I'd be like, no, this is not enough. I can't use this symbol and transmute it. This individual needs more support. And I think that's why I went to got like more psychic development and more gifts of mine and ended up finding my connection with water and the Akashic Records. But the Akashic Records have always moved with the energy. They flow with the energy. They give the energy work as well. If you need energetics, that's also coming through for you. They give you the psychological support in your brain as well. Any information that you need to know is key for you. They also do gift activations. They can do, or you can, sorry, I should say, because it's in you. They do full remembrance. They bring you back home fully and they evolve with you at every step, which I love because I'm an ever-growing person. I will never stop my personal development because it's an asset. Absolutely. And yeah, that's my definition of the Akashic Records. It's truly your sacred information, your sacred wisdom, your sacred blueprints, contracts, vows, all your memories, all the entire, like a film of your memory from the past, present, and possibilities of the future. Because again, we live on a planet of free will. So when we do like a future progression reading, I always see multiple possibilities. I don't just go, oh yeah, like this is written in stone. Like this is going to be your future. I don't know that. We don't know that. We're waiting for you because you're sovereign, first of all, and you get to decide. Like that's your power. I don't have power to decide for you, right? You have to make the decision. But however, they show you the possibilities. They bring more clarity on which path will serve you better, and you can decide how you want to navigate that. But that's how they work. And again, this is a very personalized Gia explanation because, again, I think the other one's outdated. I think we've evolved as humanity. We know better. We know not to outsource our power. We know that we don't have to go somewhere to get something. We know that, right? We can lean into support and trust ourselves and just simply trust ourselves. That's actually number one. That's number one. When you're looking to increase intuition or bring your gifts online, have full remembrance, you need to trust yourself. Accept yourself and trust yourself that you know what you're doing and to march at the beat of your drums. That is all for today, I believe. This is a short and sweet one, but if you are interested in booking, a Akashic record reading, I do offer them. I don't have a website up yet going. I'm revamping that. I'm in the middle of writing my content. It should be up by early next year. Again, so if you are looking to book, you can always DM me on Instagram. I go by Ripples by Gia there, or you can also send me an email, which I have linked below in the description box here as well. Um, and yeah, we can definitely discuss the Akashic Records and how they can support you in navigating from your authentic self and your divine blueprint and truth. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am so grateful that you took your time out of your day to learn something, learn something and hear me out. Yeah, and I never know how to end a podcast. I feel like I could blab on forever, but I don't want to lose track or sight of why I tuned in today. So I will be logging off with this message of what the Akashic Records mean to me and how I define them and work with them. If you have other questions that may have come up, please DM them to me or on Instagram or leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe and have a great, great, blessed day.